Good morning, students. In the previous class, we completed up to question number 6 of this exercise 5D. Today we will go through the remaining question of this exercise, that is question number 7. So let us start. Evaluate the following using the identity for difference of 2 square. Which identity we will use in this question? For difference of 2 square. See the question. Students, when I started this exercise, I told you 4 identities. See the third identities. In those identities, that is a plus b multiplied by a minus b is equal a square minus b square. This identity is also known as identity for the difference of 2 squares. So what is the first part of this question? We have to multiply 101 by 99. 101 multiply 99 is equal, we can write this 101 as 100 plus 1 and 99 can be written as 100 minus 1. So see, both the brackets are same with opposite sign. In both the brackets, first term same, second term are also same with opposite sign, plus and minus. Same identity here, a plus b, a minus b. See, in both the brackets, first term are same and second terms are also same with opposite sign, plus and minus. It is equal a square minus b square. Students, remember one thing, if we are writing a plus b, a minus b is equal a square minus b square, or we can also write a minus b and a plus b. We can write this bracket first, a minus b, and this bracket a plus b we can write second number. Same identity, it is equal a square minus b square. So 101 multiply 99 can be written as 100 plus 1 multiplied by 100 minus 1. So according to this identity, it is equal to first term square minus second term square. What is the first term here? It is 100. It is equal 100 square minus second term is 1. 1 square. Square of 100 is 10,000 minus square of 1 is 1. When we will subtract this 1 from this 10,000, we get 9,999. B part is 73 multiplied by 67. 73 multiplied 67 can be written as 70 plus 3 and 67 can be written as 70 minus 3. Again, this is the same pattern, so you will complete it self. Next question. Next part. 26 square minus 14 square. We know as a square minus b square is equal a plus b, a minus b. Now we have written this identity in the opposite form. Left hand side is written at right hand side and right hand side is written in left hand side. So it becomes a square minus b square is equal a plus b, a minus b. Now we write this question below this, 26 square minus 14 square. So we see value of a is 26 and value of b is 14. So we can write here 26 plus 14 and 26 minus 14. 26 plus 14, 40 multiplied by 26 minus 14, 12. Now we will multiply 40 by 12. We get 480. Already you know, if between two brackets there is no sign, it means multiply. Next part, D. 105 square minus 95 square. It is same as we have done this one, so you will do it self. Come to part E. E is 3.7 multiply 3.7 minus 1.7 multiply 1.7. So it is equal, we can write this 3.7 multiply 3.7, 3.7 square minus 1.7 multiply 1.7, it can be written as 1.7 square. Now again it can be compared as a square minus b square is equal a plus b, a minus b. This is a square minus this is b square. So we will write a plus b multiplied by a minus b. A is 3.7, B is 1.7. So we will write 3.7 plus 1.7 multiplied by 3.7 minus 1.7. 3.7 1.7 means 5.4 multiplied by 3.7 minus 1.7 means 2.0. 2.0 means 2. So we will multiply this 5.4 by 2. 2 4 ja 8. Then decimal 2 5 ja 10. Clear? Next, F part. 1.5 multiply 1.5 minus 0.9 multiply by 0.9. It is same as we just now did E part. So you will do it self. Come to part G. 2.3 multiply 2.3 minus 1.7 multiply 1.7 upon 0.3. This 2.3 can be written as 2.3 whole square minus 1.7 multiply 1.7, it is 1.7 square upon this 0.3. Again we will use same identity, a square minus b square is equal a plus b, a minus b. So it will be 2.3 plus 1.7 and 2.3 minus 1.7 upon 0.3. 2.3 plus 1.7 is 4.0. 2.3 minus 1.7 means 0.6 upon 0.3. 4.0 means 4. So we will multiply this 0.6 by 4. We will get, or we can see, or we can do see here like this. This decimal and this decimal is cancelled. 3 1 ja 3, 3 2 ja 6. So 4 multiplied by 2, 4 2 ja 8. Next part, next and last part. 3.5 multiply 3.5 minus 2.6 multiply 2.6 upon 0.9. This question is same as we did this one. See, both the questions are same. So you will do it self. Now this exercise is finished. 5D exercise is finished, or we can say chapter 5. Chapter 5 is finished. Now we will start next chapter, a new chapter, chapter 6, factorization. I am starting now. Now see, this is our new chapter, chapter 6, factorization. What is factorization? See here. Factorization is the process of writing an expression as the product of two or more expressions. Factorization is the process of writing an expression as the product of two or more expressions. These expressions cannot be further broken into factors, that is, they should be factorized completely. What is factorization? What do we do in factorization? In factorization, one expression is written as the product of two or more expression. एक एक्सप्रेशन को हम फैक्टर करके, उसके फैक्टर्स करके, उसको तोड़कर हम दो या दो से ज़्यादा एक्सप्रेशंस के प्रोडक्ट फॉर्म में लिख देते हैं. और उसके बाद हम जब हमने एक बार फैक्टराइजेशन, अगर हमने कंप्लीट फैक्टराइजेशन कर लिया, इफ वी हैव फैक्टराइज्ड इट कंप्लीटली, देन वी कैन नॉट फर्दर factorize it. The factors of an algebraic expression may be constants, variables, or algebraic expressions. When we do factors of an algebraic expression, then its factors may be constant or variable or algebraic expressions. C. Expansion of a plus b, a minus b is equal a square minus b square. That is the identity which we are using in the last exercise. This is the product a plus b, a minus b is equal a square minus b square. ये तो this is the expression. If we do factorization of this term, this expression a square minus b square, then it will be a plus b, a minus b. See here, When we expand it, when we write its expanded form, there is no bracket, and when we factorize it, there is bracket in the answer. A plus b and a minus b are the factors of a square minus b square. Again see, a plus 2 expansion of a plus 2, a plus 3 is equal a square plus 5a plus 6. When we multiply this a plus 2 and a plus 3, we get the answer a square plus 5a plus 6. But if we do reverse, or we can say when we factorize this a square plus 5a plus 6, factorization of a square plus 5a plus 6 is equal a plus 2 and multiplied by a plus 3. A plus 2 and a plus 3 are the factors of a square plus 5a plus 6. See one note here. On factorizing an algebraic expression, we get brackets in the answer. See, when we are factorizing this term, we get bracket in the answer. Here also, when we are factorizing this expression, we are getting brackets in the answer. So on factorizing an algebraic expression, we get brackets in the answer, whereas in expansion, all brackets get removed. When we do expansion, we are expanding these two terms, these two expressions. There is no bracket, bracket is removed. Is it clear? Now, an algebraic expression can be factorized in the following ways. There are 4 or 5 methods to factorize an algebraic expression. What is the first method? First method is taking out the common monomial factor. Second method is taking out the common algebraic expression as a factor. What is the first method? Taking out the common monomial factor, only monomial factor. And in second method, taking out the common algebraic expression as factor. Number 3 is by grouping. Number 4 by using identities on binomials. Number 5 by splitting the middle term of a trinomial. What is this fourth method? In this method, we will use the first 3 identities which we have used in the previous exercise. Those identities are also used to factorize the binomials. Note, the first rule to be followed for factorization. If all the terms are divisible by a common factor, we take out the common monomial factor and then we do further factorization of the remaining expressions if possible. This rule would be more clear to you when I explain you these solved examples. So first we are taking first method. What we do in first method? Factorization by taking out the common monomial factor. Write the HCF of all the terms followed by the remaining factors of all the terms written in brackets. What we do in this factor? First we take common HCF. See examples. I am explaining you these examples which are solved in the book, then you will be able to understand. Factorize the following. First question is 3x plus 15. See here, given 3x plus 15. We can write this 3x as 3 multiply x and we can write this 15 as 3 5 ja 15. So 3x plus 15 can be written as 3 multiply x plus 3 multiply 5. This plus sign will remain as it is. Now there are two terms, 3x plus 15 in first term and in second term. In both the term, this 3 is common. Common means in both the terms it is present. So we will take this 3 as common, taking out the common monomial factor. Monomial, you know what is monomial? Monomial means only one term. So we will take this 3 as common. What will remain in the first term? X. Then this plus, and what is the remaining in the second term? 5. X plus 5. This x plus 5 will be written within bracket. See again, 3x can be written as 3 multiply x plus 15 can be written as 3 multiply by 5. In both the terms, this 3 is same. So we will take it as common and we will write it outside the bracket. 3 is common. Then what is the remaining term for the first term? It is x. Then this plus. And what is the remaining term of second term? This is 5. So what is the answer? Answer is 3x plus 5. 3 multiplied by x plus 5. C. Example B. 6x square minus 7x. This 6x square can be written as 6 multiply x. Then this minus 7x can be written as 7 multiply x. Now see in both the terms what is common. See this x and this x. This x is present in both the terms. So we will write it as common x. Taking out the common monomial factor. We will take this x as common. Then what is the remaining term? In the first term, this 6x. We will write 6x here. Then this minus. And what is the remaining term from second term? It is 7. So what will be the answer? This x, then 6x minus 7. 6x square minus 7x is equal. Take x as common from both the terms. Then 6x is remaining in the first term and 7 is remaining in the second term. Next example. C. Given expression is 21a square b minus 14abc. Now first see this numerical coefficient. Here what are the numerical coefficient? It is 21 and 14. So which table contain 21 and 14 both? In which table 21 and both are by which table 21 and 14 both are divisible? It is 7. In table of 7 we get 21, 7 3 is 21 and 14 also, 7 2 is 14. So we will take 7 as common numerical coefficient. And what is the variable? What about the variable? See, read here. To find the HCF of the variable part in many terms, we take the lowest power of the variable present in all terms as the common factor. Once again, to find the HCF of the variable part in many terms, we take the lowest power of the variable present in all terms as the common factor. See here, this is a square and this is a. A is present in both the terms, but which is the lowest power? Lowest power is a. Again come to b. B is present in both the terms. This is power 1, this is power 1. So which is the lowest power? B. But C is present only in second term, not in first term. So we cannot take this C as common. What will be common? Common will be now 7. Because this 21 and 14 both are divisible by 7. So 7, then a square. From a square and a, common will be a, and b and b, common will be b. But we cannot take C as common. So common is 7ab. Now divided 7 3 is 21. From a square, a is taken as common, so a will be left here. Then b and b cancel. Minus 7 2 is 14. A cancel with this a, b cancel with this b. C is left. Clear? Or we can do it like this. See here, I am explaining here you. 21 a square b. 21a square b can be written as 7 multiply 3 multiply a multiply a multiply b minus 14abc can be written as 7 multiply 2 multiply a multiply b multiply c. Now see this 7 and 7 common, a and a common, b and b common. So what will be common? 7AB will be common. What is left? 3A minus 2, this 2 and this C. This is the answer. 7AB is taken as common, then 3A minus 2C is left. Next part, D. So part D. 4A square 20AB plus 6ABC. Again C. This 4, this 20 and this C, 6. All three are divisible by 2. So 2 will be as common. Now this is A square, this is A and this is A. A is present in all three terms. But which is the least power? Which is the lowest power? A power 1. So we will take common 2 from the numerical coefficient and A from the variable. We cannot take common B because B is present in 2 terms, not in all 3 terms. Variable which we are taking as common should be present in all the terms. So we cannot take B as common. Then C also present in only one term. C is present only in one term. So we cannot take C also common. So what is the common? 2A. Now divide this 4A square by 2A. Common means, see students, what is the meaning of common? Common means we are dividing by now these 3 terms, 4A square upon 2A, 20AB upon 2A plus 6ABC upon 2A. Now see, 2 1 is 2, 2 2 is 4, A cancel. Then 2A is remaining minus. This minus 2 10 is 20, A cancel. 10B is here. Then this plus 2 1 is 2, 2 3 is 6, A cancel. What is the remaining? 3BC plus 3BC. So students, I have explained you only 4 examples now. In between, you go through this page, through this whole page, page number 91 and page number 92, whole page. See the page and read also these notes. Read these notes also. See this one and these examples. In the next class, I will explain you these examples again, but before explaining, I want that you should go through these 2 pages, 91 and 92, at least 2 or 3 times. You should read these 2 pages at least 2 or 3 times. Okay.